Hello, and this is assignment 5 that we had to do. For homework 5, we had to add a new features for the Twitter class, so I'll get right to it. The first thing he wanted us to do, was add a language, and in Twitter it uses lang, so I used that same ID and name right here, lang and lang, and you wanted us to put English and any. The ones I did were like the generic, like most commonly used languages, so Spanish is ES, French is FR, Chinese is EH. The next thing you wanted us to do was the results, the drop down for the results. So I named it limit results, so it could be any results, it could be mixed results, it could be recent and popular, because those are the other three types that the Twitter API uses. And down here you want us to also create badges. This is actually the hard part, but only because like the CSS wasn't working, but discard that. So I made one for the retweets and I made one for the favorites. I was just playing around doing IDs in classes. Really could just delete the ID, but I'll just leave it here for now. And that is it for the HTML. For the CSS, you want the retweets to be purple, so badges for retweets, so I did that purple. I made badge important class because if they're both badges, it's only going to do one color, so this color is the color code for blue-green. Now we're going to the JavaScript, and first thing I had to do was create variables for language, so this gets the language value from the HTML, and this one gets the results value from the result part of HTML. Go down, also did lang because the language variable, it's getting it from the language ID, result type. So like those two things are getting sent through the AJAX request. And here when we're trying to like display all the results within the length, I added these two things for the badges, which was retweet count and favorite count. Which is, if you actually look in the console, like there's not that many favorites, but there's always like a retweet count. And that was all for the JavaScript. Now we could start running the program. Open. Alright, so I've done this like a bunch of times just trying to see this. So I did Rutgers because it's our university. Let's do English first, and I'm going to do recent because it's more popular. As you can see, there's two different types of badges, and like I said, like there's 07, 0000, 15, 0002, 30, 14. And one way to verify this is I'm going to inspect the elements, go into the console, and go into this object. So yeah, I'm going into object, going into statuses, and let's just verify. I'll do from bottom up. So I'm going to go to object 14, go all the way down, see favorite count is 0, so it's 0 right here. And if we go to retweet, it's 6 and 6 right here. Also do another one for 13. I like to make sure everything's okay, so same thing, favorite count is 0, and the retweet is 2. I'm going to go all the way, this is 14, 13, 12, 11, because that one actually has a favorite account. So favorite count is 1, and the retweet count is 0. So now let's just do other options. So let's change this to Spanish. I doubt there would be anything in Spanish, and I'll make it popular. There are nothing in Spanish. So let me just do a generic search of football. Exactly, see? As you can see, it's in Spanish. If I go to the object right now, this one right here, it only has 14 statuses, and let's just do the first one just to make sure it's right. Favorite count is 28, and the retweet count is 20. Do another one. I always like to make myself sure that it's right. For the second object, it is 7, and the retweet count is 19. So as you can see, it works fine. We could do another language, or we just actually let's do any, because we haven't done that, and I'm gonna make it into French. See, the language changed to French. A new object was made in the console, and bam! First object 0 for the favorite count. We look right here, 66 for the retweet count. So the program works fine, and then that's it.